Hello, lovelies. This is Ariella from the Tree of Life Tarot, and today I will ask a lot of questions. Did I put? I'm just gonna put this card out. It wanted to call out, and that's definitely not a card to fool around with, even though this is the card of the Fool. Um, all right, I was thinking, should I start with the questions with President Trump or the questions about. Let's go with the questions about the president. So, how is the president's health? How is his health? Definitely interested to see what's going on there because the doctor said it's as good as it can be, but but. Um, so definitely the card of the devil. When I see it as a final card in a spread, it really says that you're stuck with something. It could be a disease that, not the disease, but like a condition you cannot get rid of. This comes with the wheel of fortune reversed. So things are getting bad, and there is no escape from it. So obviously he has some type of like a health condition. I'll put it this way: it's a health condition, and based on his age, it's obviously not far from the truth to think that it's possible that there is, age-related issues. As it is for everyone on that age. Now, the reversed Ten of Pentacles, that really is. It's an interesting card when it shows up in a health related question, because this is a card um, about dysfunctional family, about family that is not doing well. So this could be, so the consequence, the result, the thing that he cannot escape from could be coming from a, like the dysfunctional family that he's part of or grew up in. Again, we all kind of like repeat the models of our parents. So it could be like I'd say not genetic, genetically not a condition that is in a genetic in origin. It's not like his mom or his pops passed down some, let's say, a disease genes into him or something like that. It's something about his upbringing that led to this condition that he cannot do anything about it. The Fool wanted to come out reversed. So the Fool, when it comes first of all, when it comes upright, it's about being carefree, about living in the moment, carpe diem. Now, imagine all of this in reverse. That means you're not free. You're not spontaneous. You're like confined. You're restrained. And again, this may be due to his role, but I would say that it's possible that his diet is being monitored based on whatever this condition is, and is being passed down by his upbringing. I wouldn't say his genes, but it's by his upbringing. So sometimes when I see this card, I could say, let's say, he's just an alcoholic like his father. It's not like his father was an alcoholic and he inherited the alcoholism gene, but he was brought up in that type of environment, and that type of environment primed him to this, let's say, weakness of the soul. Now, going further back, the ace of swords reversed. So in this case, I don't know why, but every time I'm sorry, not the ace, the king of swords. Every time I draw this card for Trump, for the president, it shows up as FBI, for as a download information. Usually, this is a person with a lot of power. In this case, for him specifically, it every time shows up, and every time shows up as law enforcement. Not the law, not the Senate. The Senate, I think, would go around as the card of maybe the Hierophant, most likely the Hierophant. But here it's it's the law enforcement. It's the no, it's not the Senate. It's FBI reversed. That, based on again, I'm not in his shoes, even though I've I'm opening his Akashic records in order to get a specific information, that will be of help to him, and for his for the question, and in this case the health. But in this case, it turns out that whatever the law enforcement is doing to investigate him, the people around him, it's taking a toll on him. It's taking a toll. Maybe that's something that his parents lived through, and in a way he's inheriting that type of let's say family karma, if let's say if the I'll give another example. If the parents have had a traumatic event and they ended up with panic attacks, let's say, usually us women get more panic attacks than men, but the men do get panic attacks also. If the mother gets panic attack based on a truly traumatic event where she was literally being worried about her life, then the child doesn't get to experience a traumatic event, but they do get triggered into panic attacks out of the blue. Let's say they inherited it. So whatever is happening with the law enforcement in the country, it is taking a toll on his health. So I would say that whatever restrictions could be put in place, and let me see what's the hidden card. The hidden card is Temperance. So whatever restrictions he needs to put in place for his health, because this is a condition he cannot manage. It could be something to do with his age, his lifestyle, whatever it is. It's something, maybe possibly whatever the health condition is, and I'm 100% sure that there is something like that. It's something to do with his the ten of Wands is about struggle. Having it reversed is a really good card, by the way. It's the card of being obstacles removed from your path in life. So this is how he has been in life, and we all know that, even from the news and from his books and the many books on him. Obstacles have been removed from his life. But looking at the cards, and I'll go to specifically to the advice here. Looking at the cards, because this is an important question about his health. We have two tens coming up, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. So we have materialization, making things material, being well fed, well taken care of, and having obstacles removed from his side. Now, what's missing from all of these cards is any card of love. And that's what I think is the key here. He has received a lot of material help in life from a material way, but he was not taught what family and family love is. And that, unfortunately, that is his health issue right now. Now we have a lot of cards that are very strong, and they are indicating that he has a medical condition at the moment. He can only manage it till the rest of his life. He cannot cure it. That's the devil. And usually what happens is, when we have like a symptom, something, they are there for a reason, and the reason is here. The reason is in the reason is in the dysfunctional family. He was taught, he was brought up in a dysfunctional way, and that's why it's really so important to be very careful how we bring our children. It's not only about, you know, being fed, having their needs taken care of, but it's the emotional needs, the emotional needs that they need to take care of. Now, these are two very important cards, and I'm going to put them here in front, because the the Fool reversed is about being restricted, being let's say, being like on a strict diet or on a strict regime to take different pills, especially if you have, like, let's say, a health, a heart issue. You need to take your pills, or if you have diabetes, you know, some people are, you know, large, not because they don't know how much to eat. They have like health issues. So here the Full Reverse shows that he is currently on a tight schedule, on maybe a medication schedule, a healthy diet schedule, and the advice for him, what's hidden, is the temperance. He needs to be watchful, and he needs to take things slow. He's in a very difficult situation right now, but he needs to balance things. Balance is the key here, because all of these they show that it's the only way through is with as strange as it may sound, but with some balanced diet and a good meditation. Definitely a good meditation would help. Okay, so that is for his health. Now let's go to the political career in the next video.